The message flashed across my phone just as I stepped into the kitchen. "We need to talk. Urgent." Her tone was clipped, sharp. I knew that tone. I had heard it in arguments where she didn't want resolution, only leverage. 4 years. 4 years of rehearsed smiles, careful touches, and whispered promises. All built on a foundation she wanted me to sign, the prenup. I remembered it like a brand. The ink on that page had smelled like inevitability, like a contract written in anticipation of betrayal. She had demanded it. "Your signature or no wedding," she had said, eyes cold, calculating. I had signed. Without hesitation, I didn't flinch. Now the weight of that choice rested quietly between us. A thin, invisible wire stretched taut, ready to snap. I pocketed the phone and leaned against the counter. Her footsteps approached, deliberate, confident. That same confidence that masked the truth. "I think we need to discuss," she said, voice lower now. Hesitation. Finally. Her eyes flicked up, searching for a reaction. I smiled, cold, patient. The storm inside me waited. She had always loved security, loved control, but I didn't realize until later how far she would go to protect it. Late-night whispers on the phone, a laugh that didn't belong to our world, little absences, shadows in the corner of my vision. I told myself I was imagining it, that I was paranoid, but the unease never left. I caught glimpses, her slipping out the door in expensive heels, texts that vanished when I walked in. Every detail, insignificant on its own, started to stitch a pattern I couldn't ignore. The suspicion coiled in my chest. I wanted to confront her, but I didn't. Not yet. Not until I had the threads in my hand. So I waited, watched, calculated. My external calm was a mask. Inside, I mapped her movements, her lies. Each moment of betrayal became data, cold, precise, undeniable. I started small. Phone records, social media footprints, hidden credit card charges, names that didn't belong to anyone I knew. DNA tests arrived in discreet packages. I sent them quietly, detached. My hands were steady, my mind surgical. I didn't need drama, I needed facts. I watched her, silently. Every gesture, every laugh, every glance became a clue. She had no idea the depth of my observation, no idea how thoroughly I had dismantled her narrative. I rehearsed confrontations in my head. I pictured her breaking. I pictured her lawyer's pride collapsing into silence. But for now, I waited. Patience sharpened the edge of my control. The results came in. Cold, clinical, undeniable. She wasn't hiding love. She was hiding greed. I read the report twice, 3 times, 4. I knew her hand in every detail, every clause she had insisted upon in our prenup, every loophole she thought would protect her. She had written her own cage. Later that night, I slid the folder across the table. No words, just the paper. Her eyes widened, recognition burning through shock. I don't understand." Her voice trembled. She realized, and so did her lawyer, who had been lurking in the corner like a predator smelling blood, now frozen. I said nothing. I didn't need to. The silence said it all. The truth had been laid bare by the very clauses she had drafted, by the very greed she had cultivated. She asked for her share, $15 million. Half of it, if she played the part she had imagined. I pointed to the clause, her own hand, her own words. Silence. Her lawyer stammered. She faltered. Her world collapsed neatly, predictably, as mine had been calculated to unfold. No shouting, no pleading. Just the cold precision of a trap sprung. I let them sit in the ruin of their expectation. The betrayal, the manipulation, it all bounced back on her. She had built her own defeat. I walked away, calm, unshaken, watching the pieces settle behind me. I sipped my drink later, alone. Not happy, not triumphant. Clear, detached. 4 years of patience had carved a lesson into the heart of my reality. I had anticipated the storm and waited for it to pass. Only now I realized, storms end. And when they do, the sky belongs to whoever survives. She would never understand the control she had surrendered. The truth would haunt her, quietly, constantly. I didn't feel pity. I didn't feel relief. I felt power. And power, once understood, needs no audience. I poured the rest of my drink, watched the ice melt, and walked away.